Yeah. Yeah. Look. Just some reflections, man. Yeah. Look. It was back in '88 before the screens called us no phones in my era. When dinner was a mandatory meeting, now second option 6 chairs, 1 table and the steam from the pot. If you didn't say your grace, then you might get a slap to the face. Mama kept the wooden paddle lower belt closer than a pocketbook. Respect was the currency, she made sure we learned it first. You talk back, that's a lesson you will learn from the leather of a belt. Better hope she holding the buckle side. Now these kids are running wild, the parents just don't even care. Let them do whatever, just don't bother me in this bed. It wasn't that sweet for us, we got our ass whooped, told to stand up straight, a little sting to make sure we didn't grow up to the bad. The village raised a child, now the internet's the daddy. We used to walk with purpose, now they drifting in the Hellcat. Stupid takeovers where nobody get the hell back. Phones are hold it close, nobody never talk about the frequencies or the radiation. You can't even take a Tyler iPad now. They will go nuts, so berserk, mommy feel like she can't win. After a few minutes of screaming, she breaking. The very second the kid get the iPad back, the crying stop. This shit crazy, iPad speak the language of the baby. Can't read or write, but can scroll YouTube like a scholar. It's the new world, this is your word, I'm going holler. Oh, take me back to the good old days, where the sun fell warmer through the purple haze. When the block had a soul and the elders had a say, before the heart of the city started fading to gray. Yeah, the good old days. Oh, take me back to the good old days. Yeah, the corner had a king, but he didn't wear a crown. Just a quiet man in denim, keeping order in the town. See the corner boys were flashing gold ropes in the rollie, trying to find their worth in things that leave a person lonely. But the one who held the keys, he kept a profile low, while the youngest brag about the way they had to throw. He was paying Mrs. Robinson's electric in the rental, Robin Hood and Reeboks, wondering where the justice went. I remember the bills, the ice cream truck would turn the bin, and the dealer flag them down, tell them treat them all, my friend. 50 kids with Choco Taco smiling in the heat, funded by the same poison that was flooding every street. They overlooked the pain and the love that kept us together, more worried about the gain, not the stain that this life would bring. Sure, I missed the whole day, but man, it was far from perfect. Nowadays I would say more good kids than our era. It's probably harder to see my point, because the bad kids are very bad, and the internet made them proud. I got a name, well, a title now. These little niggas take pride in being considered a wine now. Shit crazy, these kids lazy, the phone got them wanting to even leave the house. DoorDash with a flop. In our era we was outside, took a pleasure riding the Mickey D's on the bikes. Get a little older, we pile up, hit the road, and whoever can get the car keys that night. The good of the olds, man. Sing with me if you miss that life. Oh, take me back to the old days. Take me back to the good old days, where the sun fell warmer through the purple haze. When the block had a soul and the elders had a say, before the heart of the city started fading to gray. Yeah, the good old days. Oh, take me back to the good old days. Funny how we miss it, even the parts that hurt. Discipline at dinner table, the hustle and the dirt. We traded community for a following of light. Used to be a neighborhood, now everybody chasing the light. Keep your head up, respect your elders, eat together, eat together, eat together. Eat together, eat together, eat together. Yeah, it's a cold world, man. You gotta keep the garden water while you're dodging butters. Gun is all I knew. Roses all I heard. Look, I'm living in a garden full of guns and roses, protecting all my flowers while the casket closes. The gun is just a street life, it's all I've ever known. The roses on my family, the seeds that I've sown. I'm standing in the trenches with a gun on my side, praying that that my roses never have to go and hide. It's a war outside the door, yeah, the metal's getting cold, but I gotta keep my roses from the frost and the cold. The gun that raised me taught me how to survive. It told me stay alert if you wanna stay alive. It's the concrete, the sirens, the shadows in the dark. It's the hunger in the belly, it's the fire in the spark. But then I look at home and I see my mama's face. That's a rose growing tall in a real dusty place. I see my daughter's eyes and the battle start to bloom. I'm trying to keep the gun smoke from filling up a room. I'm the gardener with a Glock, I'm the soldier with the soul, trying to keep my family heart from ever turning cold. I'm torn between the two, love my roses, but the gun is how the roses grow. Meaning I love my family, but these streets is how we eat. All them brand new clothes and $200 sneaks, we love to vacate. Well, I need the gun to pay for that. I'm just focused on keeping the guns away from the roses. Meaning I'm doing this for y'all, so my sons ain't never gotta see the inside of them jail walls. My biggest fears, you ever collect coke, my enemy, yeah. That's my biggest fear. I can't imagine how my queen of rose felt when I put her through the same pain. And the gun told me to chalk it up as part of the game. I just wanna be a rose too, cause it's gun shit. And living in a garden full of guns and roses, protecting all my flowers while the casket closes. The gun is just a street life, it's all I've ever known. The roses are my family, the seeds that I've sown. I'm standing in the trenches with a gun on my side, praying that my roses never have to go and hide. It's a war outside the door, yeah, the metal's getting cold, but I gotta keep my roses from the frost and the cold. Every time I pull the trigger on the dream I had to chase, I'm just trying to find a way to leave this godforsaken place. Because the gun is unforgiving, it don't care about your kin. It just wants to pull you under, it just wants to see you sin. But my sister is a rose and my brother is one too. I take 1,000 bullets just to see him make it through. I'm the water around the garden, I'm the fence around the yard. Being a hero for the hood, man, the job is getting hard. But as long as there's sunlight, I'ma make sure that they broke. Even if the good is the only thing I'll ever know, still I dream of being a rose in this world we know. Lost too much to the girls and Lord knows I love me a Glock. I'm just trying to appreciate these roses from being clipped and put in the jar. Life is more precious than I ever imagined. I finally find that road, it's gonna last forever, I swear I love that road. It's funny cause that road, favorite flower is a sunflower. To this day I still owe her some sunflower. Dare to say I put the guns down, ain't nobody but me and these roses. Still keep me guns for pesticide. Gotta protect my flowers to my best ability, even though we all gotta die. So with that being said, we live every day in the garden like I live. So anytime, oh, we all had to blaze. Guns and roses, guns and roses. I'm living in a garden full of birds and roses, protecting all my flowers while the casket closes. But gun is just a street life, it's all I've ever known. The roses are my family, the seed that I've sown. Standing in the trenches with a part on my side, praying that my roses never have to go and die. It's a war outside the door, yeah, the metal's getting cold, but I gotta keep my roses from the frost and the cold. Guns and roses, I'm just trying to keep the petals from falling. You know, streets a weapon, but my family's the price. Yeah, I'm looking at the calendar.
I'm looking at the calendar, seeing ghosts in the hallway, tracing back the steps, doing the world wasn't so gay. 96 felt like the climax, the peak on my timeline. Crazy thing, I was only 11, look how time flying. Before the world changed, I remember it like yesterday. Like I just took a sip from the youth fountain, reminiscing when daddy had the high rocks in Camaro. We haul ass and everywhere we go, we ride. He got a cooler in the trunk full with Mad Dog and Special Brew. I'm only 11, but you might as well say I'm part of the crew. Got my own Mad Dog, and when I'm done, if I'm on, I can get a Special Brew. But I remember 96 Creek, it was so special too. Ass naked women, streets like a party. I couldn't wait to get old enough to really enjoy it. Had plans on getting drunk and sloppy, but sad to say, it was over. It was the last year the Greek Fest truly was popping. Streets filled with black people like the Million Man March. We need to bring that back. The Black Lives Matter was just a start. By 97 it was just imagining this little life of mine. Came from a family of kingpins, no surprise, I chose the life of crime. But loyalty over royalties, I was built for the life of slime. I remember polo head to toe, no polo shirt, guess jeans. Timberlands and Eastland boots, ACGs, Bo Jackson, Harach. New York was wearing wildin', but after 96, the fashion took a shift. Everything became big as shit. White tees became a JT. No effort, the money wasn't the same, especially with push hitters with the drought. We lost the flavor in the soul. Niggas was thuggin', dressing up was getting old. Streets turned cold, killer be killed. Everybody struggle trying to maintain the drug game. It just wasn't the same. So later in me, see thinking me. Yeah. Being mad Pharaoh, but that a different story. And man about the 80s back in all its glory. We talk about the 90s and how the 96 we lost Tupac and Selena, two icons, and the whole world took pain. It was like we exchanged the sunshine for a permanent rain. Look, Big Mama's kitchen used to light up the shirt, they had the nose. Now the microwave is warming the little tone. No more chicken and dumplings, no more flour on the hands. The recipes are buried with the elders in the dirt and the sand. The family structure gone so fucked up. The foundation in the family hit the floor. Nobody's knocking just to check in on a neighbor anymore. If someone knocks on my door, they in a score. In the street, man, the streets used to have a little brace. The hustlers had it side and cold, a smile on the face. Now ain't nothing but mean more. Everybody Tupac and Juice a whole dog. Everybody wanna be a dog. And the not just watching most of them on the draw. Copping pills become famous, but the money stopped flowing like 80s. After 96 was the last days. Yeah, the hustle turned, that's money not the same. They were fighting for crawls, the fiends trying to bomb. By the time the triple zeros hit the block on the wall, street love was gone. By 96, most of the dope boys was behind a wall. I remember watching Pie Face Thumb. He was like Rico from Paid in Full, but everything he did I idolized. I was too young to understand. I'm complaining like, why the hell the kitchen stank? But they said they was cooking pies from bad as shit like nigga ain't pie. Smell like that phone. Gave me a $50 bill, told go up the street and spend it at the arcade. Man, those were the days. Street Fighter 2, Mortal Kombat, and Streets and Rage like in the day. Then the shift came, feds start surfing in the block. The era of the user was changing, of an on crack. And before that, the needle they was banging. Nowadays, your fatty or the train got them hanging. All the hustlers popping pills, can't really pay the bill. We went from getting money to just getting high, watching our hero with that hollow look in their eye. Damn. 96 was the funeral we didn't know we attended. The moment that the brains between the generations bended. Now I'm standing in the Cookouts, I'm feeling like a stranger, trying to get money like I seen them get.
Yeah. Let me take a second to breathe. Back when the air smelled different, you know. Just light it up one time. Before the dispensaries and fancy jars with the labels. We were breaking down stems on the back of cafeteria tables. Yeah, we had that hydro, the kind, but was the standard. But when that purple haze hit, man, the whole world demanded. Literally smoking. That purple like tree could even face a whole blunt, cause you'll be stuck in your seat. The kind of pressure that would turn a rainy day bright. It was a king for a minute. The crown was on the haze, the only way a young nigga could escape. The next thing you know, that haze, man, like I got something new for you, youngin'. And that's when the sour diesel landed. That skunky, gassy fragrance had us all laughing good bud way before we was gassing. Back when regular weed still was passing. But that haze and the diesel was so much better than the best. A different kind of high, you could feel it in your chest. We were reaching for the stars, rolling blunts back to back. We been jumped off the porch, I mean we was pre-teens. Well ahead of our time, that's a fact. Big facts. I got my first car at 13. No license, no registration, just riding shit was way better back then. I'm feeling old, talking about back when we would roll the smoke, I paint away. But life was kinda fun and we ain't really had no painful days. If we ain't had somehow we made a way, ain't a day go by. We ain't had no sour D or a jar of haze, man, those was the good old days. Purple haze and sour diesel drifting out the window. Young as hell, we ain't know about the struggle and the pressure or the pain. We was kids, 5 deep in the bucket, putting everything together. Yeah, we even collecting change just to flow to the weed block every day. We need our fix. It was more than just a session. It was like the high flick, the sour D's and purple haze. Boy, I just missed the sour D and purple haze. Lord, I wonder if the homies ever miss it like I missed the sour diesel and purple haze. Lord, I wonder if the homies ever miss it like I missed the sour diesel and purple haze. Purple haze. The sun would drop down and the two-way pages started buzzing. Call the weed man, tell him I'm pulling up, we need a dozen. That's a whole bundle, we get it for 100. We pile in the whip, seats sagging in the back, windows rolled up tight, keeping the smoke flavor. We know who got the 5, who got the 10, who got the 3. Niggas pulling all the crumpled up ones just so we could all pitch in. Can tell when the niggas giving us blunts, be all thinking a man like you ain't smoking with us. If you do that shit again, I was redder than a stoplight, heart beating through the chest. Remember we teenagers playing grown up, putting our lungs to the test. We passed with flying colors. Then the munchies hit us like a freight train on the track, headed to the Golden Arches for a late night snack. Remember when the double cheeseburgers hit the scene? We went crazy. $1 was blessing, man, the ultimate dream. We pulled up to the speaker, laughing till we couldn't speak. Dropped the worker, looking at us like we playing. I was just talking regular to speaker, but our order so big, she say please pull to the window. Now we get to the window, I'm speaking Jamaican. She had to laugh, she like I can't take this. And everybody laughing, she could tell that I'm faking. Give me 40 double cheeseburgers, she like you for real. Yeah, the whole squad hungry, we just high. 20 fries on the side, spending all our little money, passing bags across the seats, dropping fries all on my floor. Pre-teens, but my old ass was hanging with me more, just enjoying street life before the world got too cold, before the homies went away, or the stories got bold. Simple times, high as hell, leaning back in the velvet. If there was trouble on the horizon, man, we never even felt it. Just the smell of the diesel and the taste of the Mickey D's, floating through the night on cloud 9, we high as a kite. 40 burgers. Looking back, I don't know how we ate them all, but we did, and we laughed. Everything was cheaper then. The weed was purer. The love was realer. Keep it rolling. Yeah. Yeah. No plates, no paperwork, just a full tank and a dream. Check the floorboards for the change. Let's ride. Yeah. Long before the foreigns and the tinted out SUVs, we were kids on the road dodging all the D's. The squatter ain't got no plates, just a title. And the whip was just a way to change your life. I was only 13, teen whipping. These facts don't believe me. I bet you my first whip was a Celeb tinted it and put in a Pioneer radio with the matching 6x9s. I was bumping through the whole hood, music blasting. I was fronting, my boys yelling out the windows. Couldn't tell we wasn't stunting at this time. My old heads was on my level. I got me a squatter, now the bitches dig me like a shovel. For a beam 50, I can care less about the trouble. But every day the first star was a struggle. Yeah, the motor was screaming and the steering wheel, you had to wrestle. But I could hit the back block, park up, it's time to hustle. Get a couple dollars and find a way to pick a Taurus up for $150 on a Saturday. My celebrity with the paint peeling back. Stop running like a fat kid running track. No insurance in the glove box, no registration either. Just a bunch of young niggas finally leaving the hood. The mufflers dragging sparks, leaving trails in the dark. But we felt like big dogs wherever we park. Taurus isn't celebrity, the Mercedes for the poor. Window roll down, no air conditioning. Music bumping, system screaming loud, bass jumping through the door. Boom, 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 boom. Gas was 99 cents, maybe $1.25. Crossing every block in the ghetto, but won't leave the city border. Long as you had $5, man, the mission was a go. Up in $100 hoopty putting on a 4. Yeah, the life in a squatter get you anywhere you wanna go, But we kids, so we just roaming the streets, with the world in our hands and the hood at our feet. $5 was a ticket that was gold in them days. My dog just hit me on the two-way, oh, I'm stuck on the west. I'd say toss me 5 or 10 for gas and I handle the rest. I was 13 with the spirit of a man on the move. For $150, this bitch riding smooth. The seats smell like old folks, but not for long. We fill them up with smoke. Smoke that bitch out. But we never felt the burden of being young and being broke. The cops will pass us by, they didn't care about the who ride. Just another celebrity flying past, highway hauling ass. Got a bitch maxed out at only 85 on the dash. We weren't looking for the fame, we was already stamping the hood. We just wanted to have fun and bust a couple rights. Hear the roar of the engine in the middle of the night. The joy of a joyride, no destination plan, just the love of driving, the feeling of the wheel in my hand. Rest in peace to the scrap yards filled with our memories. The ghosts of the Tauruses and the dead celebrities. The gas went up and the cheap cars ain't around. But for one brief moment we were owners of the town. Yeah, we were squatters, drivers, boy, I love me a squatter. Tauruses and Celebrities, the Mercedes for the poor. Window roll down, no air conditioning. Music bumping, system screaming loud, bass jumping through the door. Boom, 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 boom. Gas was 99 cents, maybe $1.25. Crossing every block in the ghetto, but won't leave the city border. Long as you had $5, man, the mission was a go. Up in $100 hoopty putting on a 4. Yeah, the life in a squatter get you anywhere you wanna go, But we kids, so we just roaming the streets, with the world in our hands and the hood at our feet. 99-cent gas. Imagine that. $5 take you across the county. Now $5 won't even get you out the driveway. Keep the oil checked. Keep the spirit high. Yeah.
Put the phone down for a second. Let's go back to when the connection was real. Before the gram, before the fakes. Just us. Yeah. Cookouts in with my fathers, and that was the soul of hood. When the fun was clean and the memories actually felt good. No screens in our faces, just the bass that filled up the room. Cookouts and dollar parties, yeah, cookouts and dollar parties. Yeah, those dollar parties and the cookouts in the sun. Back when being a kid meant being a kid. Life was actually fun. I'm thinking about the park, the smell of charcoal in the air. The DJ brought the house speakers shaking like all the girls dancing. Poetic, just the vibes, everybody in their best clothes. This is Saturday, so Big Mama put the stove to rest. We had the family reunion, see all our cousins from different states. Now we barely see each other unless someone's passed away. At the cookout, a family function, the electric slide was mandatory. Auntie added extra steps and Uncle put a rip in his linen suit. Grandma slide to the left like she was searching for the fountain of youth.
Look at Granny.
Kickball in the grass, baseball family teams of your last name. Pedal bikes and water guns, man, we didn't wanna quit. Public pools the shit. Marcus Foster had a diamond boy, couldn't wait for the summertime. Way before the world got bitter and we stayed in the streets. Life was this shit, couldn't even tell we was in the struggle. All we seen was peace. Doomsday was black as ever, man. We let a computer come in and killed our culture. Straight stole our kids. The kids want chick nuggets, they don't even want ribs. The good old days when you poppin', if your dollar party was packed, you was the shit next day in school. Everybody like when the next one.
Cookouts and dollar hood up.
Cookouts and dollar parties, that was the soul of the hood. When the fun was clean and the memories actually felt good. No screens in our faces, just the bass that filled up the room. Cookouts and dollar parties.
Dollar party,
Yeah, those dollar parties in the cookouts in the sun. Back when being a kid meant being a kid. Life was actually fun. Remember dollar parties, basement lights turned down low. Girls giving wallies while the DJ let the twerk jams flow. You had to be a Mac, you had to have game. No DMs to slide in, you had to ask her for her name and number. I kept a ballpoint pen tucked by my hair like a pro. Acting like I'm busy, got too many numbers, don't you know? Yo, let me get those digits, writing on a crumpled bill. Hoping that she's home later, hoping that the vibe is real. Then the house phone struggle, man, attention in the air. Calling up her landline, praying that her daddy wasn't there. You're whispering sweet nothings, feeling like you're in the zone. Then your mama picks up the other line, boy, get off the phone. Embarrassed, you can hear in the hallway, cord stretched all the way to your room. That was the only way to get a girl, shit was lit. The old heads wasn't stuck on the corner betting big money. Some niggas losing real money on the dice. I was drinking 211 before noon, by 3 or 4 they paying for the price. Good music, good food, clean fun, no cameras in the air. If you wasn't there to see it, then you simply wasn't there. We traded all that magic for a like, comment, and a subscribe. We killed the neighborhood, we let the internet murder the entire vibe.
take me back to the good old days.
Now the park is empty and the speakers Bluetooth and shrunk in size. And the love we used to feel, it slowly started to fade. We fuck up the whole culture, it'll never be the same. But don't you miss the era where we talked and we touched before we lived for the screen and started loving it too much.
Cookouts and dollar parties.
Cookouts and dollar parties, that was the soul of the hood. When the fun was clean and the memories actually felt good. No screens in our faces, just the bass that filled up the room. Cookouts and dollar parties, yeah.
Cookouts and dollar parties.
Yeah, those dollar parties and the cookouts in the sun. Yeah, back when being a kid meant being a kid, being a kid. Life was actually fun. Yeah. Pass me a plate. Tell the DJ to play one more for the old school. Hang up the phone, man. Mama's listening. Yeah. Good memories. Good memories.